Greetings, people. What's happening? My name is Dr. Clarence, and welcome back to TV7 Live, where we get to give you all the hottest and top trending topics. One of top trending topics today: Nelson Chamisa kicked out of Harvest House today. Never Komana Biti, who are said to have been begged by some police officers and some army officers. Constitution yedu inoita clear kuti mpurisa kana msoja haakwanise kuita act in a partisan manner. But guys, we all saw the images, what was happening there. Chichaitika chazoita kuti mapurisa nemasoja apindire nyaya dzema political parties. A lot have been happening, guys. Today I'm going to give you the good news and the bad news maererano nemadrama ari kuitika mu Zimbabwe over the past many days. Is there something that is about to happen? Chichiri kuitika ko anang'onzora nana Khupe dzungura vari kuita ndere chii? Sei vari kuita zvavari kuita izvi? Vakatumwa nani? Agenda ndeye chii? We're going to talk about it right about now. Right about now. In the meantime, before we proceed with this video, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to TV7 Live if you have not yet already done so that you never miss any of our videos, because we make videos each and every day. Big up Ngondi Zase Katsande, who's watching us, Richard Katondo, Nedi Shumba, Slim Shami. So this says, guys, yes, guys, apologies for the delay, but I think from tomorrow, I'm gonna try Kunya Sobata time. All right, I'm working on something. So from tomorrow, Teta Kubata, Ngua, Jakakwana Kwanan. Tina new spokesperson with MDC Alliance, Anonzi Fazai Mayere. There are questions kutuko Fazai Mayere achango join MDC Alliance avapinda pa spokesperson how say parikutika uorere parikutika say. A lot of people are asking that question. We're going to answer that question. Zirikuitika ezvinoizvi. What are the good? What are the bad? I mean, you guys tell the good news, you cannot the bad news. You guys decide, then we divulge into it straight up, straight on. Ndofunga mona from the thumbnail of this video. Panama pictures Atenda Biti and some other guys. Tenda Biti achisungwa anditi tina Tenda Biti akagara murori. I'm going to try and put it on the screen right now. Then tine mwe murume akabatwa bandi achikwizwa murori nemapurisa. Zvinhu zvese zvachiitika apa zvanga zvineka kumakisa, asi chachimakiswa ndiani? Chachimakiswa iMDC Alliance here kana kuti chachimakiswa isystem yedu muZimbabwe? Chachimakiswa iZimbabwe police? Chachimakiswa iZimbabwe military? Pama moves pa zvese zvachiitika pakusungwa ukukuku, kuti mapurisa anenge aine majuzi akarembera dzimwe hembe dzinonyaso ainika. Who was being exposed here? Who is at loss? Is there a hidden agenda? Ndikutaura nema questions so that you guys can answer for yourselves, so that tikwanise kuonesana kuti tiri kuenda kupi nenhau yana Khupe nana ng'onzora ine. And pasi pe title your video pakanyorwa, will Zimbabweans be used again? Mufesu uyu anonzi Apostle Chiwenga, anogoda kutuka vamwe Apostle Chiwenga, ikoko handizive zvangu, but vakambotaura nhau yekuti maZimbabweans achabvuma kuitiswa futi here. Amena kuti Zigo TV enough respect, and the bad news, the bad news, maZimbabweans achabvuma kuitiswa futi here. Let me take you back in time. Nelson Chamisa paakatora presidency MDC, people had lost hope in the MDC. Yachangira yachona yoyi right? Then Chamisa vawapinda muchunu. Hope was rejuvenated in the youth. So daipa pasina Nelson Chamisa. Hatisikumnamata, hatisikumurumbiza. Uye tinoshuvira kuti pasumukiwo mamwe maleader. But right now, we want to speak concerning issue MDC Alliance and MDC-T as it is sezvazviri. Yes, MDC Alliance was a coalition. And now they are claiming it's a political party. You know, the politicking or political rhetoric. Don't talk about politics, because politics is a dirty game. For you to win in a dirty game, you have to know what to do. That's why personally I say, the rigging does not exist, because rigging is part of politics. And kana munhu achikwanisa kurigika haakwanisa kuzotonga nyika. Anyways, Nelson Chamisa rejuvenates MDC. Ana Khupe vanga satouye kumusangano ye-MDC because vanga waclasha naMorgan Tsvangirai over issue ye-alliance. Khupe anga sina kudzingwa zvake, but Nelson Chamisa akabva rejuvenate MDC. Then tatine vanhu vanga Tendai Biti. Tendai Biti ndiye munhu aifamba naMorgan Tsvangirai. Morgan Tsvangirai kwaaienda kunzvimbo dzakawanda kusvikira 2014 Morgan Tsvangirai naBiti vaseparata. Tendai Biti ndiye ane malinks emadhona, ndiye ane malinks emari, ndiye ane malinks ezvese. That's why muchiona kuti kunoendwa kana vana states kunokusvika meeting yeMDC, BT is always there. That's why you saw even today kuti American Embassy, not kuti vakapenga zvava American Embassy, andinamati murungu anabasa. Anyways, and abasa naye futi. Vodchi, they were speaking to the situation just because BT anga asungwa. They spoke. But recently, vakati enemy yavo anyways. But they spoke. Their opinion does not matter anyways. Point ndoda kubudisa ndeyekuti BT ane links, ane connection, now the funding. So BT was needed in the party. But MDC Alliance yaifana kulasta for the election only. And vanhu vodzokera kumaparty avo. Nenawo yekuti maZimbabwe nesu tinovhotera chero pana X. Pane zita reimwe political party. Tisina kufunga kuona kuti munhu yanga ambori kuparty X auya kuparty Y kana anga ari kuparty Y achinja political party. Tinoda kungovhotera mazita emaparty tisingetarise vanhu. BT would have remained at a disadvantage. Same applies nevakomana veZAP nemamwe maparty anga arimo mucoalition iyo inonzi MDC Alliance. Right? Then we have Job Scala. Anga achangobvawo kudzoka futi into the political party. Now mu MDC-T nenyaya kuti vamwe vanga vambodzoka vaisakwanisa kuwana mamwe maposition. Pakaitwa jet rebackdoor to make a MDC Alliance now a political party. And jet iri chingori chigai. Or we call it playing politics. Just as much as Ana Khupe are playing politics, it now depends on the politics Ana Khupe is playing for whose benefit. It seems that Ana Khupe enemy yavo ISIS and PF. Enemy ya Khupe it's Nelson Chamisa. Enemy among my Marcela outside it's Nelson Chamisa because they want to seek relevance. Chavari kuda imari chete. Tione ukakomana tipewo mari, tione big up Panache Alan, big up Dorinho, enough respect. Chikudia nevakomana vasikana vasingawini maelection ava. Anditi kuda kuonekwa vachidira jesha muzvinhu zvevanhu. Nyaya yeHarvest House, I don't know if kana vakomana vainyeba kuti contract lease reMDC-T raka-expire I think last year, then MDC Alliance renewed. But anyways, political party ine basa rei, zita political party rine basa rei. I think now dzekuti political parties zikambomira, something big will happen in Zimbabwe. Right now as we speak, as of the time when we are making this video, tiri kudhila ne-COVID-19, tiri kudhila ne-lockdown. Sei makoti ari kuvhurwa, sei ma-issues aya ari kuitwa. Are they relevant now? Dzinobatsirei munhu izvezvi? Khupe would harvest the house. Tura. Then what? Then what? Pane now we recall. Of course, memorandum of understanding the MDC alliance party, principal party yaingo maintain my powers over candidate wayo field Diana by now the principal political party. In the case of my members, my MP, MDCT, and my case MDCT. I found a recall ni MDCT, but there is a technicality there. Pakuti mtemo wewe kurikola. Maisa muruku guide gwa memorandum of understanding yenye constitution yenye political party yere kana kuti nemtemo wenyika chi chinoenda pamsore papo, because munhu ukapuwa ma terms and conditions ano infringe ma constitutional rights ako, ma terms and conditions iwayo are useless. Saka yes guys, wakomano wa MDC alliance vakata chitsotsi vanhu vanga vakadzingwa vakadzoka ne back door, but that is politicking. Uye varume vachona vanodiwawo nevanhu, vanorumbidzwawo nevanhu. It's unfortunate kuti kune vamwe vakatadza kuona that luck. Right now we are seeing Fadzai Mahere. I'm going to do an entire video on Fadzai Mahere. What is happening? Why is Fadzai Mahere on the forefront? Why is she so vocal? Who does Fadzai Mahere represent? Whose interests does she represent? Kosei Nelson Chamisa, Aisa, Fadzai Mahere, Paduze. The good news, that was the confusing news. The good news is a new political party may be started with new, fresh, young, and innovative minds. Kwete madara achembera asingade kubva muzvigaro. No. Madara nemambuya achembera asingade kubva muzvigaro. We may soon see a new political party inoenderana negeneration yedu. Ine vafana vechidiki vanoziva kuti kunhu kwavo. This may happen. And if they vakatosarudza zita nyowani andika ana Khupe, they will have nothing to say against vanenge vasisina way yekuataka vanhu ava. Anyways, to every Zimbabwean watching this video, anenge ana Khupe anana ngonzora yaya, as individual Zimbabweans, their actions you can take, because drama iri rikuti drainera attention kune ma issues are imminent right now. Issues ma political parties zvemakamana election ichiriko. Hanzi panogona kudaitwa GNU. Pane speculation yekuti panogona padaitwa GNU, but Sudan's MDC should be weakened first. MDC inofanira kudilutwa. So maybe they want to force Nelson Chamisa to unite with Thokozani Khupe. Remember zvakamboitika pana this other mtambara notsvangirai. Anyways, before we proceed with that direction, I want to take you to an article. Abigail Kanjanda zviri sei enough respect. Saka guys, ngatisashandiswe pane kumwe kushandiswa kunogona kuda kuitika pamberi apo, ngatisashandiswe kutsvagira vanhu mabasa. Anditika ngatisashandiswe kutsvagira vanhu mabasa vachinyebedzera ngavada kutimiririra. Ngava munhu gara pasi. Anyways, so of course court ruling yaikayapa iri correct. Iri correct. Zvichimaererano necase yakapresentwa, because magistrate kana ari regulated entity anoshanda procedural law, not substantive. That's why Mahere aiti takakundwa on a technicality, even though effect yake kuti legal persona effect, but she was just politicking, because even if so, then they will have to look into the merits yenyaya iyi. Apa wakomana runza havana kuya nememorandum of understanding, havana kuya neconstitution yavo kuti zvioneke kuti zvakamira sei. So why keep taking these court cases odyiwa zviri silly, zvinoita kunge zviri deliberate? Haisi politicking here to sustain popularity ye-MDC alliance until the next election. Remember, it's politics. Politics is all about politicking. Kuitisana, kuachisana, rhetoric, madrama, etc, etc. So to remain relevant until the next election, Pasha it was say, what happens next? What is going to happen next? I'm just going to come back to your comments, but let's go to this article by the Chronicles, 2014. 2014. Title: Biti grabs MDCT assets. 7 May 2014. Remember Biti akaita fallout na Morgan Tsvangirai. At some time they had a fallout. They had a falling out. Then they had to split my assets. So I'm just going to read. MDCT leader Morgan Tsvangirai and his Secretary General Tendai Biti's faction are headed for a nasty legal battle over the control of the party's assets. The assets, which include offices and vehicles, are believed to be registered in the name of a company which Biti is a director. I don't know why this was happening, but I think Jaimbo Itikao and Chadakupa my example. Amid indications that they were registered under the latest company, okay, it is understood that about 50 MDCT vehicles and more than 10 offices countrywide were registered under Laponic Enterprises, whose directors are Biti, Elton Mangoma, and coordinator for policy and research, Fortune Gwaze. Okay, so it was not really a private thing. I don't know why they were registering private. The tribe belongs to one faction, and their faction controls the party's accounts. Duangane Maribiti. 2014 was split on Tsvangirai. A source in one of the functions claimed the three were also shareholders in that company that the MDC formed to act as conduit to receive money from sponsors and to conceal some of its assets. So right now we don't know my assets akaconcealiwa ndi api. Asi chatinoziya ndechekuti hondo iri kuonana Khupe ndiye mari here. Both camps are already embroiled in a nasty confrontation with Biti's camp, suspending Tsvangirai and his camp. Tendai Biti camp ya suspender camp iyo ya suspender camp iyo. Zvinozobuda sei? Justice inozosevwa sei? Ko kesi yaisakwanisa kurifeka into the future here panoitika kesi ya Nelson Chamisa na Chokozani Khupe. Kosei Morgan Tsvangirai akakwanisa kunominata Nelson Chamisa kuti aite vice president. I'm going to give you the answer straight up. The reason is the same as what is happening right now. Could people believe in Nelson Chamisa? So they will bend the law just to have him. Just like the law was bent for Mugabe to create one center of power. And it Nelson Chamisa akasta greedy. Panoitika saying. At the same time, kuji protect our considering my experiences. That's why you see kuti vanhu vari close kwa ari ndo vari kuisa mudhuze maari. Maybe that's why Fadzai Mahere is in the picture or not. The Fadzai Mahere story yakati tebei. I'll be covering it tomorrow. Tichitarisa zvese as it is Sejazviri. Alright, so I'm going to continue with this one. Biti's camp have all party assets except 5 vehicles that are parked at Tsvangirai's house, said a source. I don't know why 5 cars were parked at Tsvangirai's house. All the assets are registered under Laponic Enterprises except Harvest House Party Headquarters, which is registered under Harvest House Private Limited, which is owned by Ian Makone and Reverend Tim Neal. That's the only building that Tsvangirai's camp has control over. Biti's camp has all the party offices across the country. I mean, so they also wanted to go ahead and claim some properties, some assets that were under Tsvangirai's name also. Alright, Dr. Tapiwa Mashakara, who is the acting Secretary General in Tsvangirai's camp, acknowledged that both the party's movable and immovable assets were registered under Laponic Enterprises that BT and command control. Anyways, kana vana chodai soka vane admission ya vari kuita oral agreement, which makes the registration is on paper useless, or which reduces power rachona. Alright, let's continue. But spokesperson for MDC faction Japo Mafumo said Tsvangirai and his lieutenants had no right to take custody of the party because he was suspended. I don't think anyone has the right to do so, even if not suspended, because they belong to the party. I mean, to fixed liability, limited liability to the party. I mean, Panoshanda say ipapa. But things that belong to the party, they belong to the party, and they belong to the party members, they belong to the people. I mean, not as it is very. I do not know. I'm just going to come to your comments. I'm going to read your comments now. Respect to everybody who's watching us live. Yes, guys, Dr. Clarence is the name and TCN Live is the channel. Make sure you click the like button and subscribe to TCN Live. Kana msatu maita izojo. D. Gwature. Jirisei Isaac Sokota. Kotatsu Mapasleshi. Anzi. MDC is drama. They must be booted out of the country. That's Kotatsu Mapasleshi. Alright. Murukwizwa position I perspective. Kune chimwe chokwadi chisingade kunzwikwa nevanhu. But what I think, now yekuti tine ma-political parties in Zimbabwe, tine vanhu vanotimirira, we relax and we wait for 5 years every time, when change is supposed to be coming now, when pressure is supposed to be coming now. Whatever is happening right now, fellow Zimbabweans, ngatisaite zviri kuitika kuAmerica, because pane hidden agenda. Zvima protest zviri kuitika kustates zvezve. Pane zviri kuitika, something is cooking up. Zvinhu izvozvo zvinogona kubuda kupushwa muno muZimbabwe, because already chirwere chekuchina ichichi handitika chatoo muno mpaka maChinese doctor chakava chawedzera. But anyway, chirwere chikuwedzera nhamba, asi isusu tikudzika futi malevel ichi lockdown ichiuya futi. There shouldn't be a lockdown, because what goal ye lockdown is to stop exponential growth. And virus rinokwanisa kuurayika pasina kana cure, just by isolation. And papa in period yachona by period ye, by the end of it, kana muri kumba muri pa lockdown, vanofana nge vachirwara, vanenge varwara vaita present themselves kuma hospital, vanofana nge vachitopora kuzimba, vanenge vatopona kuzimba. Zore yaizvo kuti chivaccine che msatanisi anonzi Bill Gates chine chisisina basa. But right now the entire world was tricked, and these lockdowns will continue until the people are awake, until the whole world is awake, until people begin speaking about it. For the next 5 years. Remember mundege kudhara munhu waipinda mundege usingasechwe. Ezvinezvi kuti upinde mundege unobiswa bhutsu, unobiswa zvakati nenhau yematerrorist aimunoputisa mabhomba mundege. And so the world after a certain incident is never the same. ezvine tiri kumbunyikidzwa mweya sungai mamask you know toita asphyxiation hemoglobin inenge ine oxygen depletion, you see, torwara nezvirwere zvakasiyana siyana just because takambunyikidza mweya nemamask, maalcohol, mahand sanitizer tinogeza nawo after everything, ane mairritants, maplatelets, maphagocytes, all those things, and plasma, skin plasma inoboka external. Ukazoendwa nevirus apa rinongoswa kunopinda because plasma layer yako inenge yakaboka, you see. Nyasha ns zviri sese. You can actually rewind this live video. You can actually rewind this live video. So the eviction of Nelson Chamisa from Harvest House means nothing. In fact, they should be looking into case yekuti mapurisa avabvumidzwe kupindira in partisan manners. They cannot operate in a partisan manner. They cannot do that. Kune ma-arms of security anodila nenyaya idzodzo anditi mamwewo. Asi ZEC futi iripo pa dispute resolution yema-political parties concerning my election. But right now we are seeing kuti masoja aenda anoita zvavanoita, vobva vasunga murume anonzi Biti, humiliated nevamwe.
Hurumende kaisisina legitimacy nevanhu, isisina hanya nevanhu. Iko zvino kune covid vanhu vari kugara mumba, hapana masafety nets akapiwa vanhu, hapana munhu apiwa mari, hapana munhu apiwa chikafu, yeti informal sector yakavharwa. So zvingori zvinhu zviti hurumende chakagara nanda chisina rudo nevanhu, chashushurudza vanhu, chashungiridza vanhu. 89% yevanhu vomuno havana mabasa, marovha, asi vanhu vari kunzi akapiwe mari, vanhu vari kunzi akapiwe chikafu, vanhu vari kunzi akapiwe rolakini. Uko masoro kwacho zvinhu zvodhura. Inflation tani second highest rate of inflation in the world.
All right guys, ndofatadzwa nyaya iyi. Hanzi nambuya vanhu vari kumhanyiswa vachibviswa mumaqueue emabank vachiitwa sei. I don't know kuti vanhu muri kumhanyiswa sei, but basically personally for me ndikasangana nemupurisa ndichibva kunotenga chikafu changu kana kuita essential whatever I've been looking for, anditize because ndomutizire zvangu. And ukatiza unogona kumbunyikidzwa, and especially kana unisina mhosva. Even kana une mhosva, you should not resist, because vanotiza ndo vanowanza kuti saka uyu anototya uyu. Because taita dambudziko rekuti maneighborhood edu akupfeka mauniform manyowana akaainwa voda kunyebedzerwa ngemapurisa vachitenderera nemasikati vachiharasa vabereki. And macases emabank by default, mabank emuzimbabwe munomu, I think 95 to 99% yemabank emunomu, uchipinda mubank uchida mari, they give you excuses. They always find a way to solicit for a bribe, always above 90%, up to 99% every time. To those who are watching from Zimbabwe, can you confirm fact you yandikutaura yeyo kuti mabank emuzimbabwe kana uchitongopinda uchida something by default vanoda ngokuomesera, vanoda ngokuitira utsinye, asi vachitoita solicit for bribe indirectly. So iwo ndio ndozopa suggestion wega. To those who are watching us live right now in Zimbabwe, can you confirm kuti zvandikutaura kunyeba here kana kuti chokwadi? Ndipe my experience and just write one sentence, two sentences, right? And guys, remember, Zimbabwe Exposed. In any information you want me to expose right here on TV7 Live, I do expose it. But before I expose it, I investigate it. Then we try to find a resolution. Mukazona ndapublisha nyaya, tatadza kusvika pa resolution ne whoever the culprit is involved. Because chandinoda kutanga ndaita is to protect the image of my nation. Tichiri panyaya image yenyika iyoyi. Mauniform anga akapfekwa nevakomana ava. Anditika the handling yavanga vachiitwa nepolice. Hazvisi zvanga zviri calculated here. Look, fadzai mahere. Kana Biti asungwa fadzai mahere ana kusungwawo here. Kana kuti asungwawo here. Handisi kuti aifanira anga achisungwa. Asi angonanga asiyirwa zvine chinangwa. Can you see pane ruoko rwemupurisa uyu? Haana kubata fadzai mahere zvake. Rakabata padoo. But sei ruoko rwake rwakabata padoo ipapo. Is it part of continuum? Why? Sei rakabata ipapo. Papa chilanzi paonekwe. Then we have this guy. Arikukwira. Akabatwa pabandi. Nemupurisa. Ukatasa uniform yemupurisa ina kunyaso ainwa. Why? Mapurisa ndio vanotwa strict pahembe dzavanopfeka, vanomonitwa mumaparade, vanoita sei? Kunyanya kusenza over hours here, kuneta here. Uri pane zvachida kunzi zvionekwe. Kana iriyo state yemapurisa edu, toita sei guys nemapurisa edu? Toita maGoFundMe here, tombobatsirawo mapurisa edu. Then you see here, that is now Mr. Tendai Biti. Agara mupani. Ye rori. And now I don't know what pani is no support kare nemitemo izvozvo. Zvogariswa mupani ye murori. I do not know kuti zvinobvumidzwa here, but my pictures achona anenge angari mashow. It looked like angari mashow. Like people had to see. And over the past 2-3 weeks, drama after drama after drama, every day. Why?
No other party can do so.
All right, that is the voice of President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Yaitwa na President Emmerson Mnangagwa, but that statement is the political rhetoric or politicking for a certain agenda. Are we witnessing the same happening in the MDC fraternity? Nox Blaba, Nikos Boy Brooklyn, Abigail Kanjanda, Nyasha Ernest Matanda, Admire Chauruka say it's clear that our government has successfully captured everything, including the opposition. So what should we do about it? Twitter say, do we need to start an entirely new political party in a fresh minds, fresh ideas, my youth? How do we know it's not going to be infiltrated 100%, 200%? Priscilla Mukodzongwa says madrama awana mZimbabwe. Instead of COVID-19 vanhu tavakuita madrama pa lockdown. Mapurisa haachabate mbavha akuswera achitambudza vanhu muZimbabwe. Anyway, drama error, who initiated it? Is it Khupe camp or Nelson Chamisa camp? Ndiani? Abigail Kanjanda says, why helping them? It's true. Thank you very much. I think Yema Bank. Chokwadi ndo chamuno vengerwa bora mberi. Watching you in Durban. Thank you for that one. Nyasha Ernest Matanda. Watching from Joburg is Sibongile Sibanda. Mtulisi Maganda. And Sur Khupe Imbava. And Sur Khupe Imbava. Kotsatso Mbompasleshe, thank you very much for supporting TV7 Live. Thank you very much for that consistency. Thank you all guys. Abigail Kanjanda, enough respect. Sibongile Sibanda, everybody. Kotsatso Mpasleshe. To those who just joining us, guys, you can rewind this live video. Okay, what we were doing in this video, we were just giving each other perspectives. You do not have to listen to what I say, but what I encourage you guys is to look at facts for yourselves and decide for yourselves. Have that freedom of conscience, consciousness. Ngatikwanisa kufunga tega, tukwanisa kuanalyze tega, ngatite critical thinking tega, kuita tisa control we nevamwe vanhu because tiri vanhu. Anditi that's why ndakati nhau dzevakavhurika kuonesana idi, kuonesana kuti mumwe munhu arealize kwete kumbunyikidza munhu. Anditi ndichionesa apa ndoziya vamwe vachituonesa. Liberty Soul zviri say I'm not using Zoe right about now. Ndikushandisa this Econet. I'm on screen national no budere. I'm using Econet. All right. It's not showing. I'm using Econet. But Econet yachona sustainability yachona number 1. What I'm going to try from tomorrow. And it because we have to spread the message. Remember, the politics pawanenga wakanyarara vachita politicking. Isusu vakomana ve media. This state pressurizer tichipusha ma certain issues. I think the media in Zimbabwe munomu is doing more than ma MP yakawanda in terms of speaking for the people, pressurizing the system, exposing sellouts, etc. So guys, keep supporting my independent media akafanana nesu nevangogenga pa YouTube, pa Instagram, pa chichi. Keep supporting, and it's not about financial support only. Moral support with ideas, any support, just support goes a long way. Chiefka, Liberty Soul, thank you very much. Playboy, enough respect guys. Dr. Clarence is the name. TV7 Live is the channel. All right. To those who want to support TV7 Live financially, I'm going to leave the details on the screen right now. Hanzi natafato tayengwa but Chamisa akasimba guys cause zano kupe mwanzila komi chine high court jese pamun one. Whatever is happening, they're actually making him stronger, a stronger force to reckon with. Big up Letina Rumbizai Goredama. Once again, guys, Dr. Clarence is the name. As always, thank you for watching. And I am out. Big up Nox. Blah, blah, blah. Glow capped Chief Car. Yes, guys. Panona gizapana pa kutora name, guys. Apa vikesha kumanya. Kanya soko